Welcome back. A little bit worried about this one. So in this video we're going to be talking about message grabbers. So if any of you are unsure what a message grabber is, it's when you're doing a demonstration and nearly every link that you speak of can be taken by one person. So that is what we'll be talking about in this video. Now there are many variables and I can only cover so many. This video could probably be an hour long, so I will try and keep it short and cover the regular variables. By the variables I'm talking about are the ones through my own experience, through the demonstrations that I do on a weekly basis. So this is something that regularly happens and I have to be on top of it to make sure the demonstration goes well or properly. Now I know that with some of the videos that have gone out, the different variations that you are talking about could be done in different videos. So in this video and the content and the context of this video is you demonstrating and someone trying to take every link. So let's get one variation out of the way. That is the medium. The medium may be very generic in what they're saying. So I've recently released a video on things like description. And if you're a medium that's going out every single link at every single den with, I have a man here, he feels fatherly. I don't know if he's your dad, your stepdad, your granddad, your whatever. And he's this big and he's got grey hair and he likes to work with his hands. Then that's very open-ended. That's very generic in that sense. And so the person at the front, you know, or wherever they sit, in this term, the message grabber, is just simply open-minded enough, and they're trying to help. They're trying to, you know, that could be my uncle who raised me as as his daughter. It could be a stepfather. That sounds like my dad, you know. They're open-minded and they're like, yeah, that could be for me. That fits every man that I know in the spirit world. So they pop their hand up. So that's one variation. The information is too weak, not dialed in enough, and so instead of one hand, you're getting 15 hands, and one of those 15 are the same person that takes it time and time again. Another variation that you may stumble across is that the client, the recipient, the message grabber, is someone who is in absolute despair, dire need of a message from the spirit world. And my heart really does go out to these people. You know, they're just looking for a ray of hope. They'll take anything just to help them through their current situation or what's going on. So no matter what you say in your description, in what you go out with, their hand goes up, and it's just out of sheer desperation that they're looking for help, or they just want you talking to them. It could be that they like the attention, someone speaking to them, you know. And it is heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking when this kind of scenario happens. So that is another variation. And then probably one other variation there would be because they like you as the medium. You know, they just want your attention. They just want you talking to them. They just want to be in your eye shot. They want to be your full attention for a period of time. And again, no matter what you put out there, they're going to put their hand up regardless. It could be extremely dialed in. It could be extremely loose. It doesn't matter. The hand's going to go up. I want your attention. So that would probably be one of the most regular variations that I find in my experience. So the question was, how do we deal with it? How do we deal with that message grabber? What do we do? How do we present our work differently to stop this from happening? And the reality of that is that if they're going to put their hand up every single time before you get there, then there's no presentation adjustment that you're going to be able to get through to stop that from happening unless you go direct. So I have a gentleman here, his father, he's 63 years old. He passes of a heart attack, but actually it was his third heart attack within a year. So it was coming up. He's a taxi driver, and I know that he's got a wonderful sense of humour. And he tells me, the lady 2 rows back in the pink top, this is your father. And then she goes, yep, that's my dad. That's the only way you're going to rule that out in the presentation aspect of it. Other than that, you're going to have to work with your sensitivity. So I'm not saying psychically, but I mean monitoring the energy. So what I mean by that is this may go over a few of your heads, or you may not understand what I'm saying. So please get in the comments, and I will try to do it in another way. I'll repackage it in another way for you to help you understand. Now, when I'm working with the spirit world, especially from the front of a stage, let's say I have 50 people in front of me, that energy is magnified by the 50 people that's in the room. So I feel like I'm more powerful, or I'm more in control. Everything feels cleaner because I'm not having to work so hard. There's 50 sets of energy in the room, and it's like I'm plugging into the mains. And so when I say a statement, it may be something like, I have a mother here, and there's like a ripple in the energy. Something's not quite right. Something wobbled there within the energy for me. And that's my awareness, knowing that as I said that energy, there was just a slight blip in there. And that means it's not mum, it's going to be stepmum, mother-in-law, and what other variations you have there. But I knew it because of the wobble that was in there. So as I present my information, and I've got all my information right, and I've tidied it up enough to now offer it out, as that happens, let's say 2 hands go up. So I've got my actual client that I need to be speaking to, and I have the message grabber. In this example, I don't like saying it, but the message grabber, for understanding of the video, also puts their hand up. Now, at this point, what we should be doing is offering more evidence, offering more on the communication. And we'll try to sort of get them to step aside because the other person is agreeing that is correct. So I used the one of a father there with as a taxi driver. Let's say he was from London. He drove taxis in London, and the message grabber goes, well, it's kind of near London, and then the other one's like, yes, it was London. At that point, because I've got one that's like, I don't really know, it's close to London, the other one's, it's in London, I can now say, I know I'm not with you, thank you for putting your hand up, thank you for speaking up, but I know I'm with the lady over here, and now I can continue the communication. The real difficult ones are the ones that are going to go, yes, 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 all the way through. So at that point, I know that when I'm offering my information, you understand this still to be your father here and here. As I offer it, it will wobble. As I offer it here, it will feel like direct. That's where I need to be. So, do you know what? My mediumship is telling me I'm with this lady here, but thank you for putting your hand up. And that usually sets the benchmark for the evening. At that point, they'll stop doing it because they know where I'm going and what I'm doing. What you have to do is deliver on this communication at this point. You have to get it right. So what you must not do, and I can't stress that enough, is that when you offer a statement here and this lady says, no, that's not really my dad, do not then go back here and offer it back to this lady. Is that your dad? Because you've just got the statement wrong. You've just got to repackage it here. This will introduce the person back in, and that is where your problem will begin also. So actually, it's all about feeling through your mediumship. It's not just a visual experience. It's not just a feeling experience. It's a sensory experience. And your eyes will be taking you, or your body posture will be taking you to your person. where it'll be. You've just got to recognise it. So we can deal with the message grabbers in a very professional way, in a way that isn't being rude or making a mockery of the situation. You are in charge of that stage. You're in charge of that hall, that centre, that church, whatever it is. This is it. You're in control of it all. So you need a tidy mind. You need a disciplined mind on how to work the mechanics to get you to the right person, whether that be in the physical form of it there or online. It will be the same mechanics in accordance with that. If I've got 20 faces on my screen and I keep looking to the top right hand corner and the one in the bottom left hand corner, it keeps trying to take the message, I know that I'm up here, not here, because my mind just keeps wanting to drag me round. So be aware of that, and this should help with your message grabbing issue. So I hope that helps some of you, or you can take something from it. Let's hope so. Get in the comments, as I always say in the videos. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll catch you lot in the next video.